Welcome back to our YouTube channel. When you get immersed in tasks and responsibilities, new ones appear. That's why it's important to be picky. Start with the biggest, most important tasks first. As an analogy, the author used a live frog. In order to fulfill an important task, you should not spend time looking at a live frog. Working on one task at a time is the key to success. According to the author, 21 strategies are the key to success in the book. Studies show that successful people take action immediately, which is what makes them successful. In spite of holding countless meetings and making brilliant plans, many people fail to accomplish their goals. It is important to learn the habit of being productive in order to become productive. Practicing not to procrastinate, setting priorities, and tackling your most important tasks requires expertise. Until it becomes automatic, you must repeat such actions multiple times. When you complete an important task, your body releases endorphins, which can lead to addiction. Is there anything better than being addicted to completing unfinished tasks? There is nothing. In addition, the 3 Ds to success are the decision to do the job, discipline to follow through on the job, and determination to complete the task. Last but not least, you must visualize yourself as the successful person you dream of becoming. You accelerate your success when you overcome procrastination and complete your tasks quickly. Set the table. When a lion hunts lunch, what is the first thing he does? That's right, picking the prey. Establish a clear target and work towards it without deviation. Clarity not only about your goal, but also about how to reach it. You can increase your productivity in a short period of time by following these 7 steps. Decide what you want as the first step. Is there anything worse than chasing the wrong gazelle for a lion? Writing it down is the second step. Putting your goal on paper gives it energy, clarity, and removes its imprecision. The third step is to set a deadline. What makes a lion so successful at hunting prey? It must hunt it now. The fourth step is to make a list of the steps you need to take to reach your goal. The fifth step is to organize the list. As a result, it becomes a plan instead of just a list. Priority and sequence should be followed when organizing. Divide the task into smaller, individual assignments to make it easier to accomplish. The sixth step is to act immediately, not tomorrow, not in a few hours, now. The seventh step is to decide to do something towards your goal every day. You can learn a few words in a new language or read a few pages. Once you start, don't stop. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Plan every day in advance. How do you eat an elephant the easiest way? Make it smaller by breaking it into smaller pieces. This is how goals work. Breaking down your goal into smaller tasks is the most effective way to overcome procrastination. Additionally, you need to develop a well-thought-out plan. The 6P formula will save you a lot of confusion throughout the day. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Your productivity increases by 25% when you write down your tasks for the next day. Lists should be subdivided into monthly, weekly, and daily levels. To create the most productive day possible, you transfer items from this list to that. When you have a project to complete, the first thing you should do is write down every single step that needs to be done. By ticking off the steps you have completed, you will feel more in control. Apply the 80-20th rule to everything. Consider the scenario of reading important emails and going to the supermarket to buy groceries at the same time. The value and importance of reading emails cannot be overstated. 80% of your tasks account for 20% of the value of what you do. This is the 80-20th rule. It is always best to start with the most important task, the one that is worth all the others put together. Most people procrastinate important tasks and make themselves busy with less important ones. That's why they sometimes give the impression of being busy without actually accomplishing anything. Motivate yourself by visualizing yourself completing the important tasks first. Consider the consequences. Decisions made by successful people are heavily influenced by the time factor. In the end, a company that can hold its success for 20 years is better than one that makes more revenue now but disappears in 5 years. In addition to some short-term sacrifices, a crucial task will automatically have long-term consequences. Would you be willing to make the deal? Always begin with the task that has the greatest potential for positive or negative impact. Motivate yourself by reminding yourself of the positive impact such a task will have on your life. As per the law of forced efficiency, you always have time to do the most important things, so don't let your mind fool you. Studies have shown that cramming all your work at the last minute could help you finish it. However, this usually leads to huge losses that might need to be redone. Organizing your work earlier and allowing for delays is better. Practice creative procrastination. If you got to eat many frogs on the same day, what would you do? First, eat the big one. There is a difference between successful people and failures. Everyone procrastinates, just choose what to procrastinate on. Saying no is a skill you must learn. You should say no to everything that is not worth your time, that doesn't contribute to your goal. Cut down on time-consuming activities that don't contribute to your goals, such as watching television. You should replace that with more important tasks like reading. Use the ABCDE method continually. Is there too many frogs? Method ABCDE. A is your most important frog, as its name implies. The task B is one that you should do, but will not severely impact your life if you do not do it. It's a should, not a must. The task C is nice to do, but won't affect your life in any way. You can assign D to someone else. E is a task you can eliminate without having an impact on your life. Starting immediately and not stopping until the job is done requires a certain amount of strictness. Focus on key result areas. While a lion hunts a gazelle down, it doesn't think about killing it, it breaks the job down into simpler and easier steps. As an example, it considers biting down its neck first, wounding its feet, and so on. A job can be divided into 5 to 7 key result areas. For a salesperson, establishing new accounts is the most important output of his/her job. A successful outcome depends on mastering all your key result areas. Make sure you prepare thoroughly before you begin. To save time and effort, you allow everything to be within reach before you begin to prepare a meal. When working, make sure that everything is accessible before starting, even if it means temporarily putting everything on the floor. Spend time making your workspace as comfortable as possible so that when you start, nothing can stop you. As with any task, body language is important. Always sit straight, feet flat on the floor, back forward, and away. Do 80% of the work, then correct it later. Keep your mind free of fear. Take it one oil barrel at a time. Divide a large task that you have into smaller steps can be a great way to overcome procrastination and guarantee your success. There's an old saying that says, "A journey of 1,000 leagues begins with a single step." The key to success is one. The first step and the second step. One step at a time. Enhance your key skills. Another key to success is to never stop learning. After all, if you don't improve, you get worse. Always strive to be the best you can be and work on your deficient areas. You should never stop learning. A task you're already good at is the ultimate motivator. With the right effort and time, everything can be learned. To become a master in your field, you must follow 3 key steps. First, spend 60 minutes a day reading in your field. Then, enroll in all the courses and seminars available to you that will improve your skills in your field. In addition, listen to educational audio programs in your car to make the most of the endless time you spend stuck in traffic every day. Leverage your special talents. A sailor or farmer knows his best skill and nurtures it with training and knowledge to become the best. Get to know your unique values, and then nurture them. Focus on the tasks that you get the most compliments for, the ones you enjoy doing, and most importantly, the ones you think will have the biggest impact on the world. Identify your key constraints. Like a lion and its poacher, everyone has a limiting factor that prevents them from reaching their goals. As the lion works its way to deceive the poacher, you must focus all your mental energies to eliminate the limiting factors to reach your goal. 80% of limiting factors are internal, such as qualities or abilities. The remaining 20% are external, such as competitors. Take your time to identify the choke point, so you don't spend time and money correcting something that isn't the key limiting factor. Put the pressure on yourself. Motivation that will never arrive is like waiting for a bus that won't come. In order to become a leader, you must learn to put pressure on yourself. It is your reputation with yourself that determines your self-esteem. Work a little late as a habit. Imagine you must leave town tomorrow. What will you do to ensure they're completed before you leave? Maximize your personal powers. To work, a machine needs fuel, your body needs food, water, and rest. The productivity of workers decreases after the 9th hour of work, so working long hours can result in fewer results in more time. Don't stay up late if you don't feel productive during your most productive hours of the day. To maintain a productive lifestyle, go to bed early and take regular vacations. Fit fitness sessions into your schedule and eat healthily. Your life goals can be held back by something as simple as this. Motivate yourself into action. Positively speak to yourself. Anything that happens to you should be interpreted positively. Be an optimist. Don't let external circumstances affect your inner mood. Repeat phrases like, "I feel terrific," and "I can do it," until you start believing them. Every aspect of your life can be improved by becoming an optimist. The key to becoming an optimist is to look for the good in every situation, learn from every failure, and find a solution to every problem. Goals are always at the forefront of optimists' minds. To achieve such a goal, they always think of what's the next step. Get out of the technological time sinks. Like a sword with double-edged blades, technology can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Many of the world's greatest businessmen take time away from their connected devices, while others are always communicating with everyone. It's important to be in control of your life. Never get too caught up in this virtual life, learn from it, and most importantly, enjoy it. Everything else can wait. Delegate the unimportant tasks to someone else. By saving yourself a couple of hours every day, you can increase the value of your performed tasks. Just because someone wants to communicate with you now, doesn't mean you owe him a part of your time. Communication should be your slave, not your master. Technology is here to make our lives easier, not to keep us breathless and busy all the time. If it's important, someone will inform you. If not, it's not worth your time. Slice and dice the task. Don't know where to begin with a big task. The salami method. Divide your large task into smaller, salami pieces, and devote all your energy to one slice at a time. The more slices you go through, the more eager you will become to complete the task. Swiss cheese is another method for completing big tasks. The same way you punch a hole in cheese, you should punch a hole in your task as well. It gives you an insight into what you should do and gives you a push you can use the next time you tackle the task. Endorphins are released when you finish a task, making you feel high. Create large chunks of time. What is the fastest way for dogs to finish their meals? Besides eating large chunks of food, they masticate and swallow it slowly. It is important to plan your day efficiently and to allocate certain times of the day to focus entirely on your biggest task in order to get the most out of your time. Always be on the go. Prepare your day on your way to work in the morning. Get some chores done at home by waking up earlier than usual. Take on the lifestyle of a successful person. Develop a sense of urgency. A successful athlete never takes a day off and works as if tomorrow is championship day. Develop a sense of urgency and treat yourself like a pro athlete. Train your mind to be in a state of flow more often. You can stimulate your mind into a state of flow by setting imaginary deadlines or by developing a sense of urgency. You need less effort to accomplish the same task once you begin working because inertia keeps you moving. Do not allow interruptions to cause you to lose focus. Keep reminding yourself back to work. Handle every task. When hunting, a lion does not rest, it only stops when it has finished. Avoid quitting a task and getting back to it later. Don't stop until it's finished 100%. Until the job is completed, discipline yourself to work non-stop. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.